Ever wondered what pushes someone to the edge, turning them into a monster? And if so, you'll want to hear about a new series unmasking those very questions surrounding the infamous son of Sam. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button to stay updated on fascinating stories like this. Nearly 5 decades after David Berkowitz was captured, a compelling documentary dives into the darkness that gripped New York City in the mid 70s. This three-part series brings together audio interviews Berkowitz did years ago and fresh conversations with him today as he spends life behind bars. Uh, Berkowitz, at 72, has been in the public eye since his arrest, even before police caught him. Uh, a parking violation led to the discovery of his address. Um, and he was quick to reach out to reporters, police, and columnists, fueling the media frenzy surrounding his crimes. The series doesn't just focus on his crimes, but explores the roots of his anger. Growing up in the Bronx, Berkowitz's childhood was marred by unsettling revelations. His adoptive parents loved him. Uh, a shocking disclosure shattered his world. His biological mother was alive, and he was born out of wedlock. Feeling like an outsider, Berkowitz began to see himself as misunderstood and alienated infant. His anger built up as he blamed his circumstances, leading him to lash out against those closest to him, even tearing apart his mother's belongings in fits of rage. In title of the process, and eventually Merkowitz uncovered the truth about his birth, which only deepened his sense of. He described feeling like he was from a different wavelength, a metaphor for his sense of disconnect from everyone around him. This overwhelming alienation, according to the documentary's creator, Joe Berlinger, fueled Berkowitz's tragic mission, targeting couples and cars, seeking revenge against the world he felt rejected by. Although many children face trauma, very few turn into killers. That's what keeps Berlinger fascinated. What's the thin line between pain and homicidal rage? And during his reign of terror, unpredictability kept the city terrified. Victims ranged from couples enjoying a night out to innocent bystanders. Women with long hair were advised to cut or style it differently, and parents tried to keep their children safe at home. And the shootings left New Yorkers feeling helpless. Um, um, Berkowitz seemed to target what he thought represented his own frustrations, romantic relationships, youthful innocence, um, and the chaos within him. His first victim, Wendy Sabino, was shot in 1976, and her story illustrates how the killer remained elusive at first due to variations in his weapon and target choices, as the series reveals through interviews. Berkowitz's actions reflected his internal turmoil. Uh, um, he confesses that he felt revenge was his only outlet for his pain, especially targeting women who resembled his conception of his birth mother. Um, in examining his case, Berlinger considers how it shaped our modern obsession with true crime, the media's role in amplifying Berkowitz's infamy showed how society craves details about killers, even before the days of 24-hour news or social media. Back then, law enforcement was less connected, and data sharing was primitive. The proliferation of serial killers from the 70s to the 80s was partly due to this lack of coordination. The series clarifies that Berkowitz was the sole shooter, despite bizarre conspiracy theories suggesting multiple killers involved. The final moments in the series are poignant. Berlinger asks Berkowitz what he'd tell his younger self. His answer is heartfelt. He regrets not seeking help sooner and wishes he could rewrite his life's choices, emphasizing that help might have saved innocent lives. Berkowitz's admission reminds us that anyone feeling overwhelmed by anger should reach out before it consumes them. As Berlinger humorously notes, maybe next time Berkowitz should have tried anger management instead of a gun. Less deadly and faster to get help. And remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed or angry, talking to someone might keep you from turning into a headline. It is $145 in. Stay safe, stay aware. And with that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll see you well.